Hey everyone, I am Mel, the Crazy Desert Knitter, welcoming all of you to the Crazy Desert Knitting Podcast. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If for all of you new viewers, welcome to the Crazy Desert Knitting family. To all of you returning viewers, thank you guys so much for coming back and joining us here at Crazy Desert Knitting again. Now, getting everything out of the way up front, I am recording this entire podcast from a chair without a back on it because I broke it like 2 days ago and still haven't fixed it yet. So if I fall off the chair randomly, go ahead and laugh because I'm going to. Might as well. Also, this show has no show notes. So I didn't write out show notes for myself. So let's give it a go. See how well this goes for me today. I am coming to you guys from Phoenix, Arizona, the Valley of the Sun. And I actually had somebody send me a note on Ravelry once. They're like, can you tell us what the temperature is there for you? So here it is today, guys. It's 112 outside, 113 outside. Even for me, it's getting a little bit warm. I can't say a whole heck of a lot besides that. It's getting a little on the warm side. What can I say? That's why you guys will see the only knitwear that I am wearing today is my lovely scarf. This is made out of Juniper Moon's Farm fingering weight 100% wool. Yeah, it's got some silk in it too. The beads are Swarovski crystals. The pattern is, I have no idea. I think, but don't quote me on this. I think, the pattern was actually created by Leslie Wolfe, the proprietress of Isabel's Parlor, my local yarn store. If that's not true, she will tell you what it is. Just say, hey, I want to make that beaded scarf that I saw, and she'll understand what you mean, because a lot of people do. But again, mine is made out of Juniper Moon's Farm's fingering weight wool silk blend. So that's mine. Crystals are Swarovski crystals, and there is a good chance JD will make an appearance today because he is being very nosy, and I don't know why. Okay, there's everything up front. Now, since we got all that out of the way, what's going to be going on this episode? As always, I like to keep my episodes a little bit on the shorter side so you guys get to watch more of them, more podcasters and things here on YouTube and other places. Okay, so now that we've gotten through what I'm wearing and the fact that JD may or may not make an appearance today because he's pacing over here off screen and you guys just can't see him. I'm going to go through what we're going to see here today on the episode. I'm going to try to keep my episode about 25-30 minutes like normal so everybody can see more different episodes of different podcasters and get more inspiration out there. That's always what I like. We are going to go through my 100 completed items. Yes, I said it right. 100 completed items, everybody. 100, because I counted. Then we're going to go through my 2 current whips and my 100% final decision for what is going to come up next on my list of things to knit. Other than that, there's not really anything new. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so before everybody gets really excited with my 100 completed projects, I'm not kidding you guys, 100 completed objects. I completed 100 soap sacks. They are officially complete. They all have drawstrings. They all have the ends woven in. They are all 100% complete. 100 of them. That's right. 100 soap sacks. Now, if you guys are wondering, the soap sack tutorial that I used was from... Okay, for some reason, I am 100% blanking on the name. I've said it for the last 2 months on this podcast, and I cannot remember. Check out the screen right here, and I'll put it right there. I used her tutorial, and the reason why I used her tutorial was because it was the only crochet tutorial I could actually understand. Yes, these are actually not knitted. These are crocheted. I did crochet 100 of them. The reason why I crocheted them was because they were a lot faster than trying to knit them. You hear me right. There are various yarns. There are various thicknesses. There are various weights throughout my entire set. I mean, I've got everything from sugars and cream to Barocco cotton to Southwest Trading Company's 100% bamboo to Hobby Lobby's I love this yarn. I love this cotton yarn. Again, I've got a basically everything is either bamboo or 100% bamboo or 100% cotton. Why? Because it needs to be made of natural fibers and it needs to be able to dry. JD is chewing on his bone over in the corner over here, so if you guys hear a jumping sound, don't be surprised. That's just him. It's fine. I don't know what's up with him today. He cannot decide what's what. So, sorry. Back to what I was saying. They're all made out of either bamboo or cotton. Again, Southwest Trading Company's 100% bamboo was the bamboo that I used, and it was because it was in my stash. Hobby Lobby's I Love This Cotton worked. I have Sugars and Cream. I have Cascade's 100% cotton in here somewhere. Yeah. So I'm going to take a picture of all 100 of them. I'm not going to try to hold them up here for you guys to see, but I will take a picture of all 100 of them and pop them on the screen now. So now that you guys have seen all 100 of them, you know there are 10 stacks. Each stack is 10. Just so you guys know. So that is my 100 completed objects. I am so excited to say they are finally done. I think that also completes my goal for the year of completing 15 charity items. I think my 100 soap sacks kind of work into my 15 charity items. Beyond that, I do actually already have some that I've already knit up, so I'm gonna actually go ahead and donate those as well. So I think my charity knitting for the year is complete and I can focus on everything else, which makes me really excited. Okay, now that we've gotten through my 100 completed items, and I have Packy the alpaca back here staring at me going, move on, man. I'm gonna share with you guys my progress that I've made on my Rhombi by Terri Kruse. Again, that's Rhombi by Terri Kruse. It lives in my lovely Froggy project bag. And I'm gonna take it out here for us. I have made some significant progress as I pull off everything. So I have officially split for the sleeves. So last time I was with you, I put the marker on the wrong side, guys. Okay, you can see the marker is down here. So this is what I knit in the 2 months previous. This is what I've knit since the last time we've been together. And I 100%, I finished off that. I finished off the sleeves. I split for the sleeves, as I said. Boom. You guys are actually hearing my needles clink against the desk that I'm sitting next to. So I've split for the sleeves. And I'm about, I actually measured it this morning. I'm about 4 inches into the body. And the body needs to be about 12.5 inches to 12 3/4 inches before I finish it off. And it is rolling a little bit, so you guys aren't seeing everything at the bottom there. Again, 12.5 to about 12 3/4 inches. So far, I'm really, really liking this. I'm actually going to put it on for a second here. It's not going to stay on because it's way too hot here in this room, even though I have a fan going. I do think it's actually going to fit, and this is actually this is the back, but it's the easiest way to show you this really cool detailing that's in here. Now, this detailing is actually going to go, since that's actually the back, the detailing is going to go, it's an open front sweater, so it's going to go all the way up, around, and down. But it's going to be in this lovely diamond pattern, so that's really nice. I'm very much enjoying this knit. It's a fairly simplistic knit. Unfortunately, it hasn't seen as much progress as I would like it to. I mean, how long does it normally take me to knit a garment? Not normally 2.5 months. Not even 2.5 months. I think it's actually been like 2 and maybe a quarter months, 2 and a couple of days. But I've been working on, again, 100 soap sacks and another web. And that's not normal for me. Normally during my episodes, you guys, if you guys watch any of my past episodes, you see typically I have a minimum of 1, if not 2 or 3 completed items, as well as 1 current web. The fact that I've been stuck on the same 3 projects for going on 3 months is driving me nuts. I need to finish. So again, this is Rhombi by Terri Kruse. Nothing against the pattern, nothing against the knit. I actually really enjoy knitting this pattern. It's just time. Wow. That was weird. Not sure where it was coming from. Sorry. I very much enjoy this pattern. I'm very much enjoying the knitting of this pattern. It's fairly simplistic to read so far. I'm very much enjoying that. The yarn is Huasco Batony Lace. The colorway is greens, yellows, and grays. Obviously. I'll actually pick up this thing. So this is the skein, kind of what it looks like. Again, it's Huasco. It is 454 yards, and it's 100% extra fine merino wool. I had 3 of these skeins. I am into skein number 2. Obviously, this is skein number 3. I have not actually even balled it yet. This is what's left of skein number 2. So I'm really hoping I can get about 10 to maybe 11 inches out of this skein here. Just to make sure that I have enough, because I don't really care to play yarn chicken. Not really a yarn chicken fan. I made sure I had an extra like 150 yards, I think it was, over what it called for in the pattern. Just by accident, that's what happened. But so I don't know. I'm really, really hoping I have plenty. Again, one of my favorite yarns to actually work with. I very much enjoy Huasco. For a commercially made yarn, I really, really, really enjoy it. It's got a lovely twist to it. So I'm very much enjoying that. Again, the front and the back. Boom. Okay. So again, Rhombi by Terri Kruse. So excited for that. I'm actually starting to make progress on it. It is starting to see some movement in its world. Okay, that's going off over the side. My next one is Time of the Doctor scarf. This is a double knit pattern by Tess Campbell. I gotta actually get it out of its bag. So it's kind of been traveling around with me for a while. So Time of the Doctor scarf. It is a double knit scarf. It is my first ever double knitting project, just to let everybody know. So last time you guys were with me, see this little doggle right there? Let me actually use this hand. Oh, we're just gonna fold. There we go. This is where I was. So it took me about a month and a half or so to knit that much right there. That's where I ended. Right there is where I ended, everybody. So since this little toggle, I have been able to knit not just that, but that and this. So there we go. Show you guys all of that lovely goodness. That's the front. This is the back so far. And Time of the Doctor comes with 10, oh, my scarf here keeps moving. Comes with 10 charts. 5 charts are one side, 5 charts are the other side, and there's 12 inches of double knitting in between. I am about 4 inches into the double knitting, just the straight, I'm about 4 inches into that 12. So I'm not quite halfway, but I am pretty gosh darn close. So I am really excited. It's taken me a really long time to get to this point. This is, oops, let me actually hold this up. This is not one of those projects that I can work on. There we go. This is not one of those projects that I can work on while watching TV, unless it's something that I already know what happens. So like if I'm sitting through an episode I've seen 2 or 3 times, I'm fine. Because I don't have to pay 100% attention to the episode of watching TV or whatever somebody's saying to me. This is one of those patterns where I need to sit down and concentrate and like block everything else out. Because I'm not that great of a double knitter. It's my first project, guys. First ever double knitting project. So the fact that it's the first project and the fact that, you know, it's a detailed pattern, guys. Like, it's detailed. It's got some color changes in there. You're going to notice there's not big, giant blocks of the same color anywhere. As you guys look through it, like there's very little long stretches of the same color. There's a lot of back and forth in the colors, which takes time to switch and make sure you're counting right and all that kind of stuff. Something that I did purchase, I showed you guys this last time, hoping that it might speed me up. I will tell you, it did. It totally sped me up. There is this little thing here that has these little 2 notches that you can slide your yarn through. Get up nice and close personal there. This has, you know, you just stick it on your finger. This has drastically increased my time. My speed, I shouldn't say my time, my speed with which I knit, double knit. I'm not known as the speediest knitter in the world, but I'm not the slowest knitter in the world either. So that's why it was taking me so long to do a set, like back and forth. It was taking me about 35 to 45 minutes to do, you know, a true set of rows. It was just taking too long. I was like, oh my God, this is not happening. So I got this little thing hoping that it would really, really help. It has drastically sped up my time. I am so excited to have this. So again, drastically sped up my time. This is being made out of Loops and Threads Woollike Simile Lane. I have the navy colorway and the white colorway. Closest I came to the actual Time of the Doctor are Doctor Who colors, just so you guys know. They are 100% acrylic. However, it's actually not like a scratchy acrylic. It actually feels pretty good. It's a wool-like synthetic, basically. For the person I'm giving that to, that's probably the best option. It is going to be a Christmas present for somebody, which is great. I do know that she's going to try to throw it in the washing machine when it gets dirty with cat hair or whatever, because it's going to stick to it. It's best that it's not wool. So I went ahead and I grabbed the acrylic version. Again, this is Time of the Doctor by Tess Campbell. And I'm hoping next time you'll see it, it is way further along. So, all right. Putting that back. This is living in my little flamingo bag over here. I love my flamingo bag. If you guys can't tell, I have a tendency to stick with bags that have animals on. So, yes. Okay, so those are my 2 whips. Next episode, I hope to have not just one of them, but both of them done. I am so ready for them to be done. It is crazy how ready I am for them to be done. I know in the last 2 episodes, I have gone through a whole bunch of different, you know, what's next on my needles things, from baby blankets to shirts to everything like that. And I've disappointed you guys every time, and I am so tired of showing you guys the same stuff. I have come to a conclusion that there are 2 things that have to come up next on my needles. One is a baby blanket for a family member of mine that is, you know, the baby shower is coming soon, kind of, sort of, maybe, in the next about 2-3 months. So that does have to be done. So what the baby blanket's going to be, I do not know, but it will be done. There will be a baby blanket sometime coming up soon. And also my next up on my needles, I don't even know what yarn it's going to be out of, guys. I don't know what yarn, I don't know what color, I don't know what pattern, but it will be a baby blanket. That's all I got. We'll see. Also on top of that, with all of these really complicated knits that I've got left, these open whips, especially this Time of the Doctor scarf, I decided I needed something that was like a palette cleanser. And something in garter stitch, something easy, something fast, something I could just do without thinking. So I started, rummaging around in my past patterns that I've always used and things like that. And I came up with, hey, Hitchhiker. It's always it's an easy knit. It's a great knit. It's a relatively easy knit that I won't get bored with, which is awesome. So I kind of went through it and I was like, I could always use more gift knitting. I knit for friends and things like that. And I'm completely out of gift knitting. So kind of could live to use some, to be honest with you. So I went through my stash as part of my use up 25% of my yarn stash. And I came up with this random skein of yarn. There you go. Now this random skein of yarn is DK weight, and off the top of my head, I do not remember what the Hitchhiker is made out of. But this is by Strandavarious. Again, I'm going to put the name on the top of the screen over here. Strandavarious. And it's amazing. I bought this a long time ago. It's 100%, excuse the dog. It is 100% BFL wool. It's a DK weight yarn. And it's got a lot of these really fun colors in them. Excuse JD barking. Back to what I was saying. It's got some really beautiful colors in it. It's got this like caramel color and then a camel color, so a lighter tan color, some blues, a little bit of green in there, possibly a hint of purple floating through there. It's got this like really odd mixture of colors that for some reason I'm kind of drawn to. I know, like, you looked at it, and by the way, I have 2 of these. There's 660 yards of this. So again, plenty for a hitchhiker and then some. But there's 660 yards. It's a DK weight. It's got a varying amount of colors that somehow work that struck me as really awesome. I know it was made out of like her leftovers. I got it at a wool fiber festival. A couple of years ago, 3 years ago. 3 years ago? 3 years ago. 3 years ago. And the colors to me are striking. So this is ball 1. I do have a second ball that's wound up, or cake. This is cake 1, I should say. So cake 1, I do have a second cake that I will also be pulling out to be doing the Hitchhiker with. So this is probably going to be my palette cleanser before I do the baby blanket. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So if anybody is wondering, hey, what are my stash enhancements? Because I didn't mention that at the beginning of the episode that I was going to be going through it. I'm going to say 2 things. I did order the ball winder from Stanwood. Their Stanwood Jumbo ball winder. Through no fault of Stanwood. I repeat, no fault of Stanwood. It got damaged in shipping. So they are working on getting me a replacement. So again, not their fault. Not the company's fault at all. Totally not their fault. But I'm actually kind of really looking forward to it. To getting that ball winder, because I'm kind of excited. I kind of wanted it for my last ball, for my Rhombi, so I could actually just wind it really fast versus hand winding it, which I've always done, so that's not really that big of a deal. But, it would be nice if I couldn't, whatever. So it is on its way. I have ordered it. What I'm going to be ordering soon is going to be yarn for a baby blanket. I don't know what yarn, don't know what color, mostly because I don't know what pattern I'm going to knit yet. So we'll see. That is coming up. I haven't ordered a new Swift yet. I know I talked about that at the last episode, but bear with me on that. I do still actually have one in my possession. I don't really like it. So I haven't really ordered another one, but it's on its way. So there is that. Other than that, there is going to be probably no more stash enhancement this next month or so. I am truly trying to use up stuff out of my stash. So we'll see. So, all right, everyone. So I believe that is everything for this episode. We have gone through my 100 completed items. So excited for those. We've gone through my 2 open whips. And we've gone through my 100% guaranteed Hitchhiker next on my needles. Wow, it just got dark in here. Oh, that was weird. Okay, bear with me, guys. Like another minute. So if anybody is looking for names of any yarns or patterns or anything like that, check out the description box below. It will have all the show notes for you guys today, even though I didn't write any for myself. But I did write them down for you. Thumbs up on that. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys would like to see more episodes of Crazy Desert Knitting, click that subscribe button down there. And I would look forward to seeing everybody back here again. In the meantime, just keep knitting, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.